Did I do it? Okay. So now, hi. So can you tell me what is going well?
I think the kids are definitely getting better at the call to attention. A lot more listening and able to follow directions the first time I give them instead of having me to repeat myself over and over.
Okay. Anything else that you think is going well?
It's probably say with them following the directions, they're definitely. I think the kids are definitely learning more. They're really growing, and that's really nice to see.
Okay, so just like from the last time I watched you, and even today, like you did a good job squaring up, and standing in one spot. You also did a great job utilizing your perch. You had 100% of compliance and attention of all the scholars when you were given directions, and you also did a great job. Like, so in your previous video, like some kids didn't follow directions immediately, and you made them do it again, which is really important. Um, so, but what the impact on Scholar is that this will solidify expectations for scholars at the beginning of literacy rotations, like all through literacy rotations, every time you give a direction. So, the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to watch another video on management. So, we'll start with a video of another teacher. As you watch the video, I want you to take note of the teacher's voice, in her voice and her tone in the video. Also, I want you to pay attention to her rate of speech. Okay.
Okay.
So we can stop right there.
Okay.
So, how would you describe the teacher's tone of voice in a video?
I would say like clear. I guess it was like a consistent, like level. And she showed inflection when she went back to the work.
So what about her? Would you kind of talk about like her rate of speech? And you kind of already answered it.
Yeah, it was pretty consistent. And it had a nice rhythm to it.
So what do you think the impact of her tone of voice and her rate of speech? What do you think the impact is on her scholars?
More engagement. And also when she gave like a direction to recorrect, there was kind of a slight difference.
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Like the
more engagement.
Moyer to Wittenberg.
And
she's in a meeting right now.
Because Zariah Randall was told to go see Miss Wittenberg. Do you see Zariah, Miss Jones?
No, they're just gonna have to keep eyes on Sara right now because Miss Wittenberg is in a meeting.
Copy.
Okay, more engagement.
We need to discipline Donnell from Rhodes just walked out of the gym without permission.
I think it's and when she gave a correction, there was a slight change in her tone,
Did anyone copy about Donnell?
which kind of, I guess, gave more attention to what needed to be done.
So
The correction.
yeah, so the scholars knew that she was serious based on the tone of her voice.
The change, yeah.
So now we're gonna watch a video of you.
Track me. I have Mario's eyes. I have Zariah's eyes. I have Nico's eyes. Good job. We do literacy rotations. So when I see your group, I want you to point to your line when I tell you where to go. College stuff. You are going to phonics. Point to your line. Elon's pointing to his line. Zariah, awesome. Good job, college club. You are going to get reading. Point to your line. Good. Good job, Mario. Good job, Campbell. Point to your line. When I say go, I want college club, and I want Ambiance to stand up and walk to their lines. Go get drinks. Ready? Mario, ready? Go. Doing good tricks. College club. Mario, sit back down. Excellent, sit back down. Let's try it again. All right, follow. This time, don't get tricked. When I say go, I want college club and I'll be on me to walk to their line. Ready? Go. Oh, we did not get tricked this time. Perfect. All right.
Oh, Mario's.
I know.
I'm ready.
Yes. So, what so how would you describe your tone of voice when you're giving directions, specifically your tone of voice and your rate of speech in this video?
I thought my tone of voice was pleasant while giving the directions. I would say the only thing where I saw that probably needed some help was when I was giving the correction, my tone did not change.
Very good. What about your your rate of speech?
For them, I probably should slow it down just a little bit, especially when I'm giving the big direction of, I think I said it just a little too fast. with what they needed to do, and also probably pausing more with the ready, go.
So I want you to think about this. I want you to rewatch the video, and I actually want you, if you could actually pay attention to like pauses when you're given directions.
Okay.
And I want you to pay attention to like if you are specifically waiting for them to follow a direction or if they're sitting waiting for you. So can you watch it again and just pay attention to that?
Track me. I have Mario's eyes. I have Zaraya's eyes. I have Keelan's eyes. Great job. We do literacy rotations. So when I say your group, I want you to point to your line when I tell you where to go. College class, you are going to phonics. Point to your line. Keelan's pointing to his line. Zaraya, awesome. Good job, college club. Ambiance, you are going to guide reading. Point to your line. Good. Good job, Mario. Good job, Campbell. You're pointing your line perfectly. When I say go, I want college club, and I want Ambiance to stand up and walk to their lines. Don't get tripped. Ready? Mario, ready? Go. Feeling got tricked. College club. Mario, sit back down. Excellent, sit back down. Let's try it again. Alright, slow. This side, don't get tricked. When I say go, college club and Ambiance to walk to their line. Ready? Go. Oh, we got a trick this time. Perfect. Alright.
So I want you to think about like what I said about just like their wait time for you.
Yeah.
What did you notice about that?
I'd probably say the first time it was a little too long. The second time when they had him redo it, it was a little bit better. Oops.
And so just like what is the impact on scholars when they have like long wait times between directions? And just like if you don't have a tone of urgency when you're giving directions to scholars, what do you think the impact is on scholars for that?
There's more chances for disruption and them not listening, because if I don't give them the directions in a timely fashion, I mean, my kids tend to get out of star, and it's more of me spending my time correcting than getting to where they need to go.
And so, and actually you just kind of just like named that, but why is the tone and rate important when giving directions to scholars?
Tone and rate. Tone for them also sets the importance of what we need to do. The rate, like you said, with the urgency, like we need to go here. You need to get this done right now. We need to get to literacy rotations.
Right. So then your action step is that you should use a formal register when giving directives. So I want you to be very, very clear when giving directions, but also use a steady rate of speech. So try to eliminate just like the long pauses when giving directions. Like the pauses are important when we're waiting for scholars to follow directions, but not necessarily when they're waiting for you to give the direction. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right. And so that would be just like your action step. So you can go ahead and actually write your action step right now.
Okay.
And if you want to.
Brianna's, and I guess, did you send one home for Jaden?
So now? Oh, yeah.
So we got two of them. So I'll save, put one aside in case it goes missing. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Did you get my text though?
I talked to her.
You did?